Hello, can everybody hear me? Are we working good? A little worried about my connection. So, looks like we got Mega in here. We got anybody else in here? All right, sounds good. So, got connections problems, so I had to shut everything down. So I can't see if we got people in here or not. So we got Mega. So we're gonna cover the bullish meter today, and then want to cover what I got going on and my Legion changes I've made over the week. Oh, looks like we got Sir Worm in here too. Hey, Sir Worm, how's it going? So I think I'm going to make some big changes to my Legion. So right now I got 6,000 heroes, and I like having the 6,000 heroes, but I think I'm going to focus more on building stronger heroes than actually growing the Legion. So last week, if you saw the live stream, I did a bunch of dark summons and leveled them all up properly and all that stuff. And so I played some hunts this week. So I went from about a 30% win rate up to probably 80-90% win rate with the new heroes. So when they say stats matter, they mean stats matter. So I'm going to focus on building a bunch of strong teams and then just leave everything else just farming to get me mats to build up potions and all that good stuff. So not a whole lot outside of just that going on in the Legion. So, all right. So everything looks like it's coming through pretty good. You guys getting a bunch of lagging or anything on your end? Shows latency and all that's good. So, looks like we got Sir Worm and Mega in here. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I'll get used to this live stream and figure out how to do all this. All right, so Mega says we're no lag and all that stuff, so that's awesome. What the hell? Share screen, come on. All right, so we got a fun bullish meter this week. So I was kind of hoping to get a little more lively chat, but I have a feeling that kind of coming on a little too early for that. But we'll find out what happens. I want to know what you guys think of some of these things, because some of these things have really been on my mind lately, but I haven't wanted to talk about them. So I decided with all the good stuff going on, right now it's time to start talking about some of the negative stuff we got going on. So, are you guys ready for the negative? Can you guys see that pretty good? I think I'm going to switch it over to this view. There we go. So, you guys ready to get into these topics? So the first one I want to talk about is premium features. So if you guys don't mind, let me hear your thoughts on what you guys think of these premium features. So I will start to share some of my thoughts on the premium features and why I'm kind of on the fence with them. So we'll go over the locking them up for 3 years. Now, I know you can lock them up for less, but the problem with locking them up for less is you don't get hardly any credit towards the premium features. And if you lock them up for 3 years, that's when you get a decent amount of credit. So as of right now, there's no real premium features that are going to keep you from playing the game. So it's not that big a deal to me right now. Now, the premium features they have is for the mana regen and the experience. Those are good, but they're not going to keep you from being able to level and all that stuff. The people that have the money for the premium features, they do have an advantage, which I'm okay with that. And then you go into the one for the bazaar. That one's pretty high up there in price. But again, it's not going to keep you from playing the game. It's just going to save you money. And then, well, we don't have the other one yet. Let me log in here and see. Get the list. For some reason, I'm not remembering them all. All right. I was kind of hoping to stay out of DeFi Kingdoms just to keep the latency good. So we're going in there. I would like to say the game's lagging the default right now, but I don't think it's the game right now. It's me. But that is one of the topics I want to talk about is the lag we have going on here. Power-ups. What other power-ups do we have? Oh, looks like we got some more people in here. We got Choso, Sticks Intern. So, yeah, it's still loading. I don't know if this is going to load. But, I mean, if you really look at it, again, like I said, right now, nothing's keeping us from playing the game. Now, is what's got me worried is they are talking about the expeditions costing your power-ups. Yeah, Master Merchant. Oh, Thrifty, that's the other one. So you got Thrifty, which, again, that's not hurting your gameplay, just giving other people an advantage. Oh, looks like TuneFed showed up. Emerson showed up. Welcome, guys. So, with the expeditions, that one kind of worries me because now that is a feature of the game that you won't be able to play unless you got the power up for it. From the way I'm understanding the way they've explained it. Now, there's where I start to have a problem. Now, if it's really affordable, I won't have a problem because I don't mind locking stuff up. My problem with locking stuff up is the 3 years to get the full effect of it. For me, that's going to make me have to change the way I run my wallets. Because I normally refresh my wallets about once a year. I'll clear everything out of one wallet and move it to a new wallet. So that way I don't have to worry about any stupid stuff I've done in the past. Because I do silly things that does scare me. And sometimes I just clear out my wallets and change wallets. Well, if I have all that jewel staked in there for 3 years, I can't move that. Now, I know they say there's that penalty fee for taking it out and all that stuff. I don't want to do that. So that's what kind of worries me about it. Now, there's a few factors I want you guys to think about when you're given a rating on there. First, what do you think about the staking of Jewel? I think staking Jewel is a good thing for the ecosystem as a whole. I got no problem with that. The cost of things, I don't think what they have right now is that outrageous because it doesn't keep you from playing the game. My only concern is expedition, so I want to think about that also. And we got Sir Worm. He says, I think you'll be able to use expeditions. The full effect will need to be locked Jewel, just my opinion. You know, maybe I misunderstood him, Sir Worm. My understanding was they said it was a premium feature to do expeditions. So I understood it as you wouldn't be able to do them without staking Jewel. So that's kind of what I've been going off of and thinking about this whole time. And that's what's kind of got me a little worried. Now, like I said, I don't mind staking Jewel. I just don't want to have to stake a whole bunch. And I'm going to move and build a separate wallet just for my DeFi Kingdoms. So it won't be that big a deal. I don't, if I have to stake it for 3 years and I don't have to worry about that wallet, I'm not that concerned about it. Now, a lot of people think that in 3 years, we don't know where the market's going to be. I'm pretty confident in the way DeFi Kingdoms is building and growing everything that it's going to be pretty stable. Once it goes up, it's going to stay stable. Even at 1 Jewel per hero, you're going to have a problem. 1 Jewel per hero, so you think 6,000 Jewel might be a lot. And that, again, that depends on, your wallet. If you're one of those people that only have 6 heroes and you got to stake 6 Jewel, that's not that big a deal. But for the people with the big wallets like we have, like a lot of us have, that's when it's going to be a problem. And even that, I don't think that would bother me that much. So let's say I'm only able to send 100 heroes on expeditions. Well, I kind of look at that as that might be my fault that I have so many heroes, not necessarily their fault, even though they told me to build a legion. So what would you pay per hero? I think the 1 Jewel is accurate. Now, I don't know if I heard the team talking about this or if I heard this on another stream, but it sounded like they were saying that how long you have it locked for is going to depend on how long they can go on the expedition for. Does anyone else remember if that was the team talking about that or if that was just us going on crazy speculation? Because I can't remember if that was them or us. And we know we all do a bunch of crazy speculating. I know I do. For me, my biggest speculation is I keep waiting for Training Quest level 10 and 10 to 20 to come out so we can get the regular crystals. And then we can also get pages 11 through 19. That's my big speculation, just because that would be funnier than shit. So yeah, you think that was us, Sir Worm? Yeah, I think it might have been us also. That's why I wanted to make sure I didn't pin that on them. So, any other thoughts on that before we start rating it? Because I've heard little hard facts on expeditions and TBH. It's all about Metis Coliseum right now. Sounds like all hands on deck meeting those commitments. Yes, we can say what we want. That's a speculation that me personally might stress me out too much. So I'm trying not to think about that because I'm more into crafting and everything else than PvP. Now, I think PvP is going to help the project overall, which will help everything below it, I guess you could say. If you put PvP at the top of the tier and everything below it, getting that PvP out is just going to trickle down and help everything else in everything else going on. So I'm trying not to think too much about them pushing everything off to do that. But it has crossed my mind, and it has, kind of pushed my stress level up a little bit, because that's my big thing. And I didn't want to go into this, but I'll go into this since I'm kind of on a bearish Sunday, not a bullish Sunday. I am extremely happy that we have all the PvE and all the PvP coming out. I think overall that's the right move, and that's really going to help the project move forward. My big concern is me being all about the crafting, growing, building, and all that. And, I'm excited for the scrub hunts and, all that type gameplay. And it seems like for everything else, all that just keeps getting pushed back. So I'll be 100% honest. It's kind of making me think about pulling back from gameplay altogether. I do know for a fact that it has made me readjust my budget, and I'm not investing as much into the game anymore as I was, because the features I want seem to be further and further out. So if they're so far out, I don't have to invest as much to get to that point. You kind of follow me on that one? So, I mean, that's my big concern with what you said, and I agree with you. I'm just a little worried about it. So, hey, Dags, we got Dags in the house. I was just listening to Workhorse on the WoW stream. All right, so quick question to everybody. How far along are you in that 12-hour stream? I'm just about at the 5.5-hour mark. Are you guys watching the whole thing through from start to end? Are you guys just kind of picking what you want to hear? Just kind of curious on how you guys are doing that. I don't want to miss a single second. I mean, I'm half tempted to sit down with my notepad and start taking notes about everything they watch. Chozo, I'm here for the kingdom building too, but it's been made clear PvP is the focus, especially for the short term. Yeah, I agree, and that's what's kind of got me a little on edge. My thing is, I want them to work on the rest of the stuff, but I think that what they're working on overall is going to bring in more users quicker, which will help in the long run to build what I want built. So, as much as it upsets me, I'm happy they're going that route. Sticks intern. I've watched it once and a half times. Yeah, I have a feeling I may be watching it twice too. I watch it full time I listen. I drive from 8 to 10 hours a day, so I have a lot of time to listen into that stuff. That's how I manage to catch almost everybody's streams and all that. So I'll probably watch it a couple times also, because from what I've watched so far, there is a lot of good information. When Workhorse was on there, oh my God, I think I missed half of it because I was obsessing over some of the things he was saying. Watched all the way, all of it live. Nice, Jeremy. I wasn't able to do that. I had a real busy day yesterday. I lived it, so I didn't need to go back. Awesome. I wish I could have. There for the whole thing, cleaned house, cooked, but listen. All right, so a lot of you guys got the whole thing already. That's awesome. I'm at hour 3, but I've seen like 4 of the hours already at 1.5 unless devs are on. I can see doing that. Emerson, I'm with you, Sir Worm. It was really good. Yeah, I can't wait to see the rest of it. Dags, I didn't plan on PvP hitting before expeditions, but the world just hits that way sometimes. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it was planned for them to go so hard into the PvP, but once you get the opportunity, you can't miss it. What's that? One of my favorite parts of The Richest Man in Babylon, where that foreigner comes out. What's the word? I don't know how to pronounce it. Procrastination. When they're talking about Lady Luck or the Goddess of Luck or whatever it is. Yeah, and I kind of feel that's how they would have missed out if they wouldn't have taken this on and just went crazy with it. Light, hey Light, how's it going? Hey Light, I wanted to reach out to you. I want to talk to you about a couple things. Someday we need to hook up and chat. I just want to cover some things with you. Crafting needs to be perfect or we're screwed. Yeah, I definitely agree, Dags. Crafting has to be perfect. Jeremy, yeah, the Hubert part was fascinating, especially at the end. Six intern, I was on for 7 hours. Oh my gosh, I'm going to hear a lot of you guys when I get done reading it. Emerson's at 10.5 hours. Not much to go. You can skip all of those parts, Sam. Gonna watch the rest, and I will definitely rewatch Hubert and Workhorse's part again. Yeah, I'm half tempted to clip them out and just put them in a file and watch them over and over again. J Dubs is in the house. Hey, J Dubs, we got a bullish meter that's built just for you today. Am always open, brothers, and I'll reach out to you. So, on the whole staking Jewel, I want to know what you guys is. Let's get some ratings in here. So, I'm going to give it my rating, and I'll kind of go over it again a little bit since, it's we kind of took a break from talking about it. So as far as staking Jewel, what it does overall for the community and for the tokenomics and all that stuff, I'm definitely bullish on that. So far, it's not affecting gameplay for people that absolutely can't afford to stake Jewel. I do got to hit back when it comes to the whole premium features for expeditions. Now, how hard would I want to hit them on that, considering it's just speculation? Is it fair to hit them hard on speculation? I don't think it's that fair. So I am actually going to give it a wash and keep it at a 0 because I don't want to hit them too hard on that one. So now I want to hear your guys's, what you guys think. So let's get that out there. Oh, where'd my pen and paper go? Oh, I was going to try and do this a little more professional this time. So, yeah, I tried to hook up my dual monitors again, and I still can't get it to work. I think my graphics card's taking a crap, this old-ass laptop. So, anyone want to chime in there and give their bullish or bearish on that? Now, remember, it's a -5 to a +5. So, kind of excited to hear you guys' thoughts on that. Yeah, Cosmos. I've always staked in Cosmos. Where are you staking it at? I'm kind of doing the crazy one. I'm staking it in Coinbase. I know we should stay away from the centralized shit, but it's all centralized in a way. doesn't like the LP stuff. I love the LP stuff, but I can pull it out anytime and there's no penalty now. Well, I mean, if you pull it out right after you put it in there, but I don't know why anyone would do any of that, but I guess make mistakes happen or whatnot. But I think the LP rewards have gone pretty much to nothing. But I don't know. I still like it. I still keep putting in. So nobody wants to give their bullish opinion on that. Just leaving it at 0. I'm neutral on staking right now. Sometimes I wonder if I'd rather just buy the power-ups and have the crystal infused to buy it. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Dags. So, what's that light? Y'all going to make me put my glasses on again, aren't you? The reason why I don't like the LPs, the little guys already get next. Yeah, well, I agree with you. It's kind of hard if you can't put a lot in there. Gupo, hey, how's it going? Tags I used. Jozo's giving it a positive 3. Get you marked down here. So far we got a positive 3 on it and a neutral. So we got a 0 and a positive 3. We'll go ahead and move on to the next topic here soon if we don't get some more in here. So what is the next topic? Oh, that's not it. Oh, where do I got StreamYard at? I got to move that. I didn't know that. I could just, when I go to the screen, just switch them over. That work? Hey, look at that. I'm going to figure out how to use this crap someday. Sir Worm gave it a 1. I sometimes hate the staking, but I understand it. Yeah, I really think it really helps the tokenomics. Yeah, the 50%'s a killer. Now, I don't know if y'all saw the J-Dubs, the -3. Did you guys see the one Brown Gent did on it when it pumped way up to 80 cents? He cashed out. And it completely made sense because he bought all in at 20 cents. And then he, even with that 50% drop, he still made money. Smart choice. So, all right, let's add these in here. So topic number 1. We had a 3, a 1, -3, and then someone had a neutral. Can't remember who that was. Ah, shit. Gotta change that to percentage. Ding dong. Ay. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Three, 1, -3. Oops, what the hell was that? 0. All right, now did that work out right? 0.25%. All right, I think we got that there. All right, so next topic. What was the next topic? One of these are really cool. All right, so your overall opinion on the patch notes. So we got our patch notes of all the nerfing they did to us for the hunts. You guys think that was fair, necessary? Kind of want you guys' thoughts on this. For me to rate these patch notes that they came out with, it's kind of hard because I'm not much of a combat person. Although that amnesia stuff, that's really going to hurt the way I play. But, at the same time, I'm still killing boars. And, you know, I was just slaughtering them with that rapid shot and all that. So it was too powerful. I got to agree. So I do agree with the thing. So now I haven't played since the patch came out. I'm assuming that affects both the boars and the mother cluckers. It would make sense. So we got fair and necessary from Kupo. We go, I was really J Dubs, I was really tilted first hour. I read the notes. As doing a few, it felt about the same. There you go, Dubs. I like I said, I haven't done none yet, so I don't really know. Light, just get good. Just get, yeah, Light. I got to get good. You're right there. And after listening to a lot of other people talk about it, I don't think it's going to be that much of a game changer. It will make us change strategies around a little bit. And every game I've ever played when patch notes came out and you had to change your strategy, I always loved that. So for me, I'm bullish on the patch notes. I think it was necessary. And plus, changing the meta all the time, that just makes the game more fun, in my opinion. Dags wants to give it a +2 already. Without this, every PvP team would need an archer or automatically lose. I didn't get out of the round of 11 on Mythic Squad tournament. I agree. I guess that would be kind of a lot of that stuff would really affect you in PvP, which we're not there yet. Part of that was because I played a perfect game but didn't bring an archer. Oh, yeah, I remember that. You didn't bring an archer. That was what got you. Well balanced. I'd give it a +3. So we got 2 +3s already. Yeah. Yeah, I did actually get to watch it. I took a break from the WoWE thing and started watching the Jewelers. So we got a +3, +3. Was that just 2 or? Oh, we got Worm just chimed in. Wait, that's +2 from Dags. Sir Worm gave it a +3. That's funny because I was going to give it a +3 also. Emerson gives it a +4. Emerson really loves it. J Dubs. Jozo gave it a neutral. All right. Let's get those in there. So let's add my 3 in there. Then we'll get on to you guys. We got a 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, and a 0. So that puts you at 2.5, average of a 3% rounded. So we're looking good. Yeah, I had to add this in here where it automatically calculates it so I don't have to deal with Sir Worm on there. I welcome Kupo. I welcome the challenge. Yeah, I agree. You got to mix things up all the time. So, any other thoughts on that before we go off to the next topic? The next topic's the one I think that's gonna maybe affect some people, not other people. What was the next? Oh, the hero floor. Yeah. So not quite to the one I was worried about yet. So the hero floor. What do you guys think about the hero floor? I checked it earlier today, and it was at 27, I think it was. Let's double check it again real quick just to see where we're at. Before we talk to it, let's get an accurate number here. All right, what do we got here? Oh, wrong one. All right. That coming up? There we go. Right now it's at 25 crystal. So that's what, 42 cents? So what's your guys' thoughts on that? Wasn't expecting a positive number based off the charts. Pretty sure I bought two floors at 23 and 24. Was it with advanced abilities? There you go. I need to start. Maybe I should start searching the floor and see what I got on there. Cough like cough. Uh-oh, are you calling him out? Was he the one that put those up there? I sold a lot the last couple days. Need crystal for Gen Zeros. That's funny because I actually thought about liquidating to start getting some Gen Zeros, but we'll see what happens. J-Dubs just two, or Light just two. Light says J-Dubs just two. You messed up. I'm creating a PJ sending Legion. I like the low prices. This is an opportunity to delete all the commons and uncommons and replace with rares. So from a buyer's perspective, you like it. I'm gathering that's kind of what you're saying. I think commons are useless, so they're right where I'd expect them. Commons to the pit. I sold like 20 plus with advanced for cheap. -1 on hero floor, though doesn't look healthy for the game. All right, Dags, that brings me into one of the topics I wanted to talk to about the hero floor being so low. So when you're trying to bring new players into the game, there's a pro and a con to them being so low. Being so low means they can get in cheap. But it also puts the impression that these heroes can't be worth crap if I'm able to buy them for 30, 40 cents. So that's where I think overall it's a negative look for new players to see them so cheap. Now, I have a lot of common and uncommon heroes that are not exactly the best specs for questing or profession questing. And I've leveled them up to level 12 and 13. And they're bringing me in a fair amount of Moshka runes every day and Gaia tiers. So I'm not fully convinced yet that common and uncommon heroes are useless. I think with the value of most of the items right now, it is kind of that way. It kind of depends on what you're looking for in the game. And I'm kind of going back and forth in my head of just starting to dark summon all my common and uncommons and trying to get their rarities up. Because probably, a good 4,500 of my heroes are common and uncommons. So that would be a whole lot of dark summoning. So I don't really want to do that. So right now I'm just kind of going through and seeing what I'm going to do. And to be fully honest, I've been half tempted just to throw them all in a stagnant wallet and not do nothing with them at all and just let them sit there. But we got a bunch of negative ones that coming up. Let's go up here. So we got, yeah, we covered that. Commons to the pit. There you go, J-Dubs. That's what I've been thinking about doing. I sold like 20 plus advanced for cheap. Dags gave it a -1. We're getting into the ratings now. -1. Emerson also was a -1. When there is no low entry to the game, yeah, I think that's bad. I agree. You know, kind of look at the crypto market. People start buying in the middle of a bull run. They don't buy in the bear. And I'm talking new people, not us people that have been here through a million bear runs. You know, most people buy in when it's all hyped up and everything's real high. I agree with Dags. I'm buying, but so for me, I love floors. Oh, so for me, I love floors, says Light. Light, they should always be 3 tiers. Floors cheap, mid-tiered, tier. What are you talking about, Light? I think it's fine. I do think some people aren't pricing properly. Yeah, I definitely agree, Sir Worm. When I do go through there, I do find some that are, it's kind of ridiculous how low they are. And it's like, you know, I found, what did I find the other day? I think it was 55 crystal. I don't remember what it was, but it was in the 50s. And it was a ninja with luck and agility as its preferred. And it was level 8. I mean, it was a great hero for what it was. And I'm like, oh, and it was a rare. If the hero is shit, it's shit. If the hero is shit, it's shit. I think it's more supply and demand why it's so low, more than whether the hero is worth it or not, or if it's good or not. I agree. Bring in new players if cheap hero floor, lower prices doesn't make you hesitate on if heroes are a buy now example. Heroes are so cheap and can just buy my crafters later. Yeah, I agree. I'm kind of worried about crafters. I think I really need to start working on them. I got some good ones. I just need to go through them. But if you get a good hero, stats are king. I don't want C and UC. You got money, but mythics for high prices. Mythics aren't expensive right now. Well, let me reword that. For what I think mythics are worth, I think they're at a real big discount right now. They hard to hit. Even if they're crappy mythics, throw 2 mythics in the pit that can make something good. And I think you still got your money's worth as far as what they're going to be worth in the future. But for commons be too high. Burnt a lot to make void hunt teams myself. Yeah, that's what I did. I've been burning them. Right now I got too many teams. I don't even have time to play them. Sir Worm, commons and uncommons are useless for hunts, but if you want to farm, I think this is the time to strike and wait for PvE. Then I think mats will raise if that hits. Yeah, I definitely agree. And that's why I say I might not like the PvP and I might not like all that, but PvP coming out and that just going crazy bringing people in, as a whole, that's just going to bring up everything within the game. Sir Worm gives it a 0. Like level 40s compared to level 1s. My rating is a 0. Chozo gave it a -2. Even in a bull run, commons and uncommons should not be that high. I kind of agree with you, Light, but I think the price they are right now is still too low. My hopes in a bull, common and uncommons are going to be about $1. And that's going to kind of depend on what they are. But I think the floor in the middle of the bull, once the game's going, I hope they're going to be worth $1 and then just straight up from there. We either need to increase demand or decrease supply. I'm going with we need to increase demand, not supply. Just because I think supply right now is insane. But I think if we have a big income, I think the demand is going to shoot up past the supply. And that's what I'm hoping for. So I'll always sell shit commons low. Hey, King. I was worried you weren't going to show up. I forgot to send you a message. Mythics is really cheap, to be honest. Yeah, I agree. Mythics, I think they're extremely cheap. Crafting is the thing I'm most excited about. Yeah, definitely. I'm right there with you. Your concerns about crafters, but heroes are so cheap you're not pressured to buy them now. That's an issue. There's no get them before they're gone. Yeah, and I guess that could be part of the supply issue thing. You can craft all day on stream, Light. It's crafting nothing but potions. Later on, we can crash. Later on, I'll watch Light craft all day when we got real crafting coming out. You and me both, Emerson. Light, catching up now. There is a lot of supply. There is a shitload of supply. But you say that, Light, but you want 1 million of them. Actually, with Jade summoning, 20 crystal is like 75 Jade price. Don't make sense. I agree, but I'm kind of worried about the bridging costs. It's kind of getting a little high. I call bridging costs. I call it tariffs. All right, let's input these numbers. I think we got them all in here. So we got, yeah. Oh, I was going to give it I'm giving it a -2. You got to put mine in there. So we got a -1, -1, 0, and a -2. Oh, we don't got as many this time. Did I miss some people? Well, I hope not. I'm not going back through all that. Did anyone out there forget to put their numbers in? Bridging costs is tariffs. I'm stealing that. Well, I mean, isn't it the same if you think about it? It's a tariff. Kind of like I call gas fees, I call that taxes. Good old mighty DFK Chain's got to get it in there. J-Dubs. Yeah, I don't think I got yours, J-Dubs. -1 for J-Dubs. What do we got going on here? All right. So that put, oh, we got a solid negative on that one. Yep, then. J-Dubs is -1. Light, yep, Zan is right. Gas is taxes. This is fun. All right, so what do we got next on the bullish meter? I think this is the one that I'm kind of this is the one that kind of really's got me scared right now. So we got lag. The game has become really laggy. And I've talked to a few other people, and they're saying they're having the same problem. And I don't know what's causing the lag. I don't know if it's some of the updates they've done lately. Are we getting that many more users in? Is it the RPCs causing it to get real laggy? I don't know what all that is, but we got to get the lag fixed, because if we have a big influx, one thing that'll keep me from playing a game more than anything is lag. If I have a problem logging in, if I have a problem with the game running smoothly, any of that stuff's going to cause me not to want to play the game. So, I'm very bearish on the lag. And I'm more bearish on it, not for what it is now, but if it's not corrected, what it's going to be. So that's my concern. What are your guys' thoughts? We got light. The lag is messed up. Mega, I don't have any lag issues, to be honest. All right, Mega, I'm coming to your house. Light, 1.7 gig of memory used. Well, that's not that bad, really. I mean, I don't know what your computer's like, but so light. When you go to Heroes, it loads up slow now, even on my beefy PC. And see, that's one of the big problems I'm having right now is like when I go into Heroes and I got to scroll down or anything like that to do anything, it just takes forever. You go, and then all of a sudden it'll jump all the way down to the bottom on you. I hate it. -1 combat questing loadings are laggy for sure. It's not driving me crazy, but it doesn't feel good. How can we hit critical mass if we can't handle the current small player base? Yeah, and that's my big concern, Dags, is, right now we don't even have that many people playing and we're hitting this hard. So, I mean, that scares me. And at first I thought it was my laptop taking a shit because it is older than crap. So, that's kind of, I thought it was my laptop. Then I heard other people talking about it. And then I can go in and I can play a lot more memory and graphics and all that intense games. And I can run pretty good frame rates. One of the games I play, I can run 60 frames and I'm still running 60 frames. So I haven't slowed down at all. So J-Dubs, 0. I haven't seen any issues. All right, so I'm going to go play on J-Dub's computer also. But I'll wait. I can't do that because I can't download my wallet on there. Same at Mega. Switch the prefix you use when it starts bogging down. I'm not sure what you mean there, TuneFed. I believe you, but I'm not sure what you mean. The lag sucks, so Emerson's obviously feeling it. Light, that browser memory, LOL, not RAM. Oh, okay, I got you. Like, that's not a lot of RAM. If laggy on games, switch the app. Oh, I got you. So instead of game.defi kingdoms, go to app.defi kingdoms. I'll have to try that. Maybe that, because I do play on game. That's a lot for browser memory. Yeah, it is. Light. I thought you meant RAM, so. At first, app was fast. Mobile is a problem, in my opinion. Well, my understanding is you can't even play on mobile, so. I mean, you can play, but it's just really hard. They will all start to lag after a bit. Yeah. And my biggest problem last year was anything I played on Polygon, their network would just crash all the time. I hated that. Yeah, now I got to go bat the game. Oh, bought the game. Now my bot seems to be running good. I saw issue when I had over 300 heroes. That was months ago. Since then, I sent heroes to different wallets. So wallets I have hold more than 100 heroes. You know, maybe that's the situation. Maybe it's because, most of my wallets have 600 plus heroes in it. But if they want us to build a legion, then shouldn't the game be able to handle a wallet with a legion in it? So, I mean, that's kind of the thing. And plus, also, if you look at, switching to app versus game, that could be it too. I mean, but is that something we really want to push on people? Yes, that'll help. TuneFed meant the app.DeFi Kingdoms versus, oh, see, I don't use beta. I use game.DeFi Kingdoms. I quit the beta a long time ago. I didn't know that was still there. Mobile is real bad. It's unbearably slow on my old iMac when BG RAM. Oh, 8 gigs of RAM. I haven't been on a Mac in ages. The lag has been an issue for me. So we're getting some scores in here. We got a -2 already. I upgraded to 64 gigs of RAM and so much better. Yeah, I would hope with 64 gigs of RAM it would be a lot better. BTC is shitting the bed. Oh, I love BTC. I got to do my first sellout today, or not today, a couple days ago. That was so awesome. Game runs no problem on my PC and a Surface tablet. Are you talking OVE game lag or game lag overall, to be specific? I'm talking game lag overall. I have a pretty decent laptop. It's older than shit, but it runs everything else I do no problem. And I play games that are a lot more intense than DeFi Kingdoms as far as memory use and graphics and all that stuff. I go to boar hunts, I got bad lag. I go to the trader, I got bad lag. I go to buy heroes, I got bad lag. I mean, it's pretty much, I got bad lag everywhere. Mega, sounds like Mega's experiencing it, mostly in PvE. Did I hear you right? I only have 80 heroes and still have the same issues you are talking about. There we go. We got someone with only 80 heroes. Emerson's giving it a -2. Getting some scores in here. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to say Shy Chain. How's it going? Love to see you in here. How would you feel about me burning it? But those aren't pulling out the chains live. Yeah, that's true because the hunts aren't pulling off the chain live. So that means it's most likely not a chain issue. It's probably a server issue. Maybe it's certain servers are lagging pretty bad. Hope. I can pronounce Hope. How's it going? Oh, I didn't know that. Dags is all about burning. Yes, he does love burning everything. But congrats on the double giant slayer. Holy shit, you got double giant slayer? That's awesome. All right, so we got some of the votes in. Anyone else want to give their votes in? I'm giving it a -2 also. So let's see what you guys are voting. Just a quick recap. You're voting a -5 to a +5. We're talking about the lag issues. Does that make you bullish or bearish? -5 being bearish, +5 being bullish. Light's a -3. Yeah, the lag in the game. Mega gives it a +3. He really likes having lag, but he said he's not experiencing any lag. So, where do you live, Light or Mega? Aren't you? You're on the West Coast, aren't you? Light's not having no lag. Sorry for missing the context. I've just joined. If you're talking about the lag in the game having, I hate that. You're tried alternating between game and beta. No, I haven't. I've just been playing on game. I am going to do that. But at the same time, is that something players should have to do? You know, that's kind of like when you're playing on Polygon and you got to go switch your RPC addresses and all that to get the chain to work better. I think the game should just run straight good. Midwest. Midwest. I spend a lot of time in the Midwest. So, I mean, that's kind of my thought on the whole switching things. I am going to start switching. I'm going to give that a shot and see if that works. But I don't think that's something a player should have to do in order to play the game. The boar hunts run smooth for me. See, the boar hunts for the most part aren't too bad, but I do get occasional lags. I mostly experience lag during the fight scene and hero screen loadouts. Yeah. I just hate the tavern lag. Yeah, the tavern lag is awful. But I mean, the tavern is loading a whole lot of stuff. But they should just fix it. Yeah, I hope it is a workaround, and workarounds are always awesome. But I just don't like doing it. So Illinois, we got problem, but DFK lag ain't one of them. Oh, you know, there's some awesome parts in Illinois. I don't like the Chicago area, but there's some pretty beautiful cities in Illinois. The further you get away from St. Louis and Chicago area. You know, like, I don't have any issues when I summon. Now that you mention, I don't think I've had any issues summoning. Hope saying clear your cache. Yeah, I agree with you. And I do clear my caches on a regular basis. Like I said, I would say it's my computer, but nothing else on my computer has a problem. And I also hear a lot of other people complaining about it too. So Emerson sounds like he's having a problem with it doing leveling. I can't say leveling's been something that stood out to me. Bags grew up near Juliet. Hey, that's where one of our main terminals is. I do a lot of, I go into Juliet a lot. Champagne, I don't miss it. Yeah, Juliet's got a lot of bad areas. I go through there a lot. I do a lot of shipments there. After a few hours on DFK, it lags a bit in the heroes screen. Switching realms has been the worst. Yeah, I can't say I've had a real problem with switching realms. Emerson's got a brand new laptop. He's flexing on us over there. So I think we got all the scores in. If I missed anybody, go ahead and get your scores in real quick. So we got -2, -2, -3. Oh, what am I doing here? I'm just going crazy all on one line. -2, -2. There it goes. -3. And we got our +3. Why did that go all screwy? Oh, because the whole positive thing. You can't put a positive in there. Forgot how to do things. All right. So remember, we have a viewer's choice topic coming up here soon. Oh, we are at the viewer's choice. Look at us. I'm not following along with my own shit. So what do we got so far? 15%. What got a 73? Well, that don't make no sense. How did that happen? -2, -2, -3, and a 3. What did I screw up here? I done screwed something up. Let's just go back forever. All right. So -2, -2, -3. Then can't do the positive. So just a 3. Still gave it a 73. What the hell? We're going to do this a little different, see what happens here. What the hell? How do I do to break this? Oh, that's because this ain't a percentage. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I am lagging mentally right now. B drive is running on minimum storage available. Yeah, that's what I felt like yesterday after watching you guys' stream. You guys were loading me all up. But yesterday was just a crazy chaos day. I was chaotic as hell. It's okay to lose track a little. You're doing amazing and interacting with us all. Oh, thank you. I try. That's the fun part, is interacting with y'all. That's the only reason why I wanted to go live doing this. I wanted to get interactions. Just doing it myself was no fun. I want to know what you guys think. That's the exciting part. So throw out your random topics. What do you guys want to rate, bullish or non-bullish? I got to put mine in there. I'm giving it a -3 on the laggy situation. So what do we got? What kind of topics you want to talk about? Most of us are lacking an hour of sleep, so don't feel bad. Yeah, Jupo. This, I mean, totally not DFK related, but yeah, I think I only got like 3 hours of sleep yesterday. But I was in my hometown, had to go home, and anytime I have to go home, catching everything up in a matter of a day's time, it's crazy. Dag's got a second win scholar. Woo! All right. Any other topics you guys want to rate? What's on your guys' mind right now as far as making you excited in the game or not making you excited in the game? So that's what I want to know. I want to know what you guys are thinking right now. What's on your minds? Yeah, oh yeah, what's like doing some summoning right now as we're doing this? And I'm glad to see you summoning and not just buying floor heroes. Like, that's where you get the better heroes. What is y'all's opinion on buying Gen Zeros? How bad hero inflation is? So J Dubs, he's interested in Gen Zeros. What are Gen Zeros going for right now? I haven't looked for a while. Come on, scroll down there. See, I'm lagging real bad right now, but that might not be the game itself. That might just be because I'm streaming, and right now I'm not in a good internet service area. I think when I ran my test, I think I was only getting 20 down and like 3 or 4 up. So, I mean, I got some real lag issues right now because of that. So, just got my first Giant Slayer. Awesome. J Dubs. That's one I can't answer without having bias. So hard to say. Good time for try switching beta or app. Yeah, I can try that real quick. That won't hurt nothing. What about Metis in the future PvP development? We covered that last week. I don't mind talking about it, but we did rate that last week. I didn't buy one of the superior forms, but has held on to it since launch. Yeah, I haven't bought any. $1,700 right now. Okay, so I don't own any. So it's hard for me to really give an opinion. But again, I don't. If I'm lagging now, I can't blame it on the game. I have to blame it on my internet connection. But it does seem that app is actually going. No, it's not even loading. But again, for what I'm dealing with right now, I wouldn't blame that on any game. I don't think anything I'm doing within the game right now would load for shit. Second win ninja. Zan's live stream lucky. I'll take it. You can say it's because of me. You're getting lucky. I log out. Oh, because I never connected in here. I don't think I've ever used app.defi kingdoms. I got to connect the wallet. So where do you go to connect? Oh, connect wallet. The great big old green bar that says connect wallet. That's the one you push. Now you got me testing this. But you're right with hero inflation, Gen Zero value is in the ability to generate now new heroes is diminished. I agree as of right now, maybe, but I think long term, Gen Zeros is a strong play. I have 5 Jennies, and I alternate daily between regret and disbelief at how lucky I am. Then take a look at this ninja I just summoned. All right. You're going to give me the number like that? Oh, how do I click on that? I can't just copy and paste it? What's up with that shit? 451882. Four five one eight eight two. Oh, what am I doing? I have no clue what I'm doing here. I gotta go over to Barkeep Hero Catalog. Is that right? 45112? Oh, 45882. Did I do enough zeros or did I do too many zeros? Oh, what did I got going on here? What did I input wrong there? 451882. Oh, so I did have enough zeros. Just say I have no clue what I'm doing. It's okay. So we got endurance, luck. I like luck on anything. Second wind. I hit the butterfly wings. I like it. What? No stone and no tears? I like it though. What do we got for summons left? You got 3 left? All right, let's get caught up here. Just think that, and you lazy ass, LOL. Gen Zero owners strike. No new summons. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. It's hard to have an opinion on that. Oh, so it's. You're missing the one. Yeah. Oh, I'm way behind here. Orange wings, baby. I have orange wings? Oh, yeah, it does. I didn't notice that. Oh, yeah, the butterflies are orange. All right, sorry guys, catching up on chat here. I messed up on that. Haha, caught red-handed. No stones, no tears. Hey, I'm real bad for no stones and tears. I'm always if I have the ability, I always tear. Stones, I got to admit, I've always been bad on the whole stoning thing. But I've gone now to where I only stone. I'm stockpiling most of my Gen 1s that I summon for high level summons. Good game. Yeah, right now, I'm not doing much summoning, but I am buying Gen 0s like crazy. I'm sorry, not Gen 0s, Gen 1s, 10 out of 10s. I got DFK Helper set up to start buying them for me. So, you want to make Gen 0s a ranking? Is that what you guys want, a bullish and non-bullish? Your thoughts on Gen 0s? Because I know I'll be biased on that. I'll give Gen 0s. I got to think about that a little bit. Let's pros and cons, guys. Let's throw out some pros and cons of Gen 0s. I use a stone almost every summon. Emerson says, "Yeah, I've gotten a lot better about that. I'm starting to stone everything, but I also slowed down. There for a while, I was just stoning them would have just went crazy. Bearish short term, bullish long term. Yeah, I agree. That's where I sit at. I'm kind of like right now, but I'm bullish on right now because right now you can buy them at $1,700. I think when the game's full on going crazy, I'm betting they're going to be well over. I wouldn't be surprised to see them hit six figures sometime, but I'm hoping they don't. But so even as of right now, I'm bullish on them because how cheap I can buy them. Sticks gives it a 0. So let's start getting your guys' ratings on here. So right now we're at a 5 and a 0. Start writing this shit down. Yeah, Sticks intern 0. Although I have 0. Emerson, when you use a stone and you have a year bonus or 2, I'll just defer different. It's just different. Yeah. Good limited resource, cheap summoning. Yeah, so that's another big bonus there. Tier, bad, not stone. Takes time to get your ROI if you even want to get your ROI. See, right now, I pretty much quit summoning because, I think it's pretty obvious stats are king. And if stats are king, for me to start summoning with any of my heroes, I'm not getting enough bonuses. So, I'm just leveling and leveling. And if I want to buy heroes to build, I'm currently just buying heroes. So Dags gives, positive 3. I thought it was a negative 3. I'm like, boy, Dags really hates him. I thought you'd love him. We got a positive 2. Got a positive 1. Sticks stats are definitely king. Sticks in turn. I basically only do Gen 0 summons and level 15 pairs. Yeah, that's what with stats being so important, I have enough farming heroes. I got enough heroes that are going to get me enough. I don't need any more of that kind of heroes. So right now, I'm just, I'm half tempted to just start taking my good pairs and stamp potting them all the way up to 20 and then do summons with them. So, random topic. Gen 0s. So what do we got here? Let's put these numbers in here. Let's not screw this up too bad this time. Okay, so we got a 5, 0, 3, 2, 1. All right, so that went through there. So what do I want to give it? So I want to give it a -5 because I don't have one. But we're not rating it based on me spending money somewhere else and instead of on Gen 0s, right? So honestly, I'm going to give Gen Zeros a 3. So we ended up bullish on both of them. You guys ended up bullish. I ended up bullish. I love that. So you guys ended up at a +1, and I ended up at a +0. Oh, I'm not sharing this tab. You guys want to see this tab probably. Yeah, there we go. So where did that put you on the meter overall? A 53.9 for you guys, and I'm at a 58.4. Now, if you guys are not familiar with this, basically I've done quite a few without the community's input. So we had to add the community's input in here. And now also, guys, this link to this meter is in the description. So if you guys want to follow along on this, go back through it and see. And maybe I'll share a little alpha in with you. When I'm looking for topics and topics come up, I add them to the bullish meter for the next thing. So if you guys want to be prepared, a little insight on what the topics are going to be the next week, keep an eye on there. You might see it. Bullish, bearish, greater stones. I am a -100 on greater stones because I can't afford them. And I think they need to figure out a way to make them a little more accessible. But then again, we don't want to make everything in this game cheap. We need to make certain things worth that much. But all right, so I'll talk a little serious about my thoughts on greater stones. I definitely think stats are king. I definitely think if you're looking to get the best stats, greater stones are the way to go. Now, if I put a greater stone on a hero and I level it up to 20, and then the next meta comes out and I got to dark summon it, I'm going to be pissed. So that's one of the reasons why I find it very hard to use a greater stone, is because if I end up having to dark summon that hero, that's just that much more that I'm out. So that's my opinion, and I'm also a cheap ass. So stones is a good topic. Yeah, I agree stones are a good topic. Probably a better topic for someone like Sticks Intern here. Greater stones are priced appropriately. Lessers are not valued correctly. So on the lessers valued correctly, you think they should be less or you think they should be more? I think maybe a little more, because I think they're so easy to come across. Mind blown that it's so cheap. Cheaper stones can save you from a mismatched subclass, but yeah, makes heroes hard to burn. And that's kind of my thing. I agree with them. And I kind of also feel that the people that are willing to take those risks, the people that are willing to spend that time, kind of deserve those better heroes. So I don't hate those people by any means that are able to do that. It's just not, I'm just not willing to do it. Like, got another Giant Slayer. Yeah, more expensive. Lessers should be. Yeah, I think they need to go up. And honestly, I think they need to go up for a couple reasons, because if they went up, I would be crafting more than buying more. And the more you craft, the more mats you burn. The more mats you burn, the better for the overall ecosystem it is. But right now, and the last time I checked, they were actually cheaper to buy than they were to craft. But even if they were only, a few cents less to craft versus purchase them, I'd probably still just purchase them just because it's that much easier. And I think we need to encourage more burning of materials. Skiller has an entire theory not to buy graders and just hit regular stones because the price difference versus the stat difference. Yeah, and that's kind of where I stand with that also. I'll be honest, I have a couple grader stones off of doing raffles, and I haven't used them. I haven't sold them yet, but I haven't used them either. The question to me is if they'll ever make an exchange 10 lessers equals one regular, 10 regulars plus one grader. Now that's a great topic because I think in my mind there's so many variables in that I'm going to leave that up to the wonderful great minds of DeFi Kingdoms, because I look at it kind of two ways. If you make it to where you can do it that way, you're making greater stones not as accessible, or you're making greater stones. You're making a greater supply of greater stones. Boy, I can't talk. I'm going to be a major brain fart there. So it reduces that value. The whole point of the greater stone, in my opinion, is to have that extra, percentage chances all the way up to level 100. So if you greater stone them at that 100, that's going to make that much difference. So it should be valued at a really high price. It's just valued too expensive for me. Dag saying they're hard to burn next minute. Let's get to the pit. Yeah, I don't think Dash has any problem burning heroes. I think he's talking about burning when they have graders. Heroes with lessers are underpriced, but I think the stones themselves are priced appropriately. Yeah, and I think you're right. I think they are pretty. I think they're too expensive for my budget, but I don't think they're too expensive for the value that you get from them. Does that make sense? Joe's, I don't want to change rarity on Moshkas or graders. I definitely agree with the Moshkas. I keep hearing these people talking about how they want to increase the drop rate and all that stuff. And every time I hear increase the Moshka drop rate, I just cringe. It's like, no, don't hurt the value of Moshkas. Just don't hurt it. I'll take. Yeah. Hope I don't think I've burned a greater stone hero. I need more hero data before determining they're worth it. Yeah, I agree there. I agree with Skiller. Sir Worm agrees with Skiller. Did I miss what Skiller said? I didn't even see Skiller in here. Must have been talking about something he said in the past or something. Yeah, just kidding. If they do that greater essentially become regular required for any hero to have a chance to be good at all. Ah, well, you got to make me cringe there, Sticks Intern. I can't argue at that point about to be fully competitive at 100, the graders are going to be there. I think that's what you might be talking about. And yeah, or are you talking about if they make it easy to get graders that you're not going to have a choice but to grader? Either way, that's why it kind of makes me cringe a little bit, because the people that do use graders, once we get up to 100, that's just going to be really hard. Please don't increase Moshka drops. Yeah. 10 hunts equals one Mosha. Roughly go do some hunts. Yeah. Yeah, trading up. Yeah, if they do the whole trading up thing, every hero better get a grader. What are you talking about, King? Finger red number one? Yeah, and to be honest with you, I think it might just because my heroes are getting up there in levels. I'm really not having to buy that many Moshkas. And I got all my heroes to just level all the time. I'm not holding any heroes back to 10. Now initially I had to get quite a few to get them caught up. But now that I have so many that are over 10, I'm not having to buy that many. I think I'm having to buy like maybe 10 or 15 a day to continue to level without having too many errors on my, couldn't level hero on the DFK Helper. They send you that little message, wasn't able to level, you need more Moshkas. Now, I haven't really been having to do that many. But now I have quite a few that aren't quite at level 10 also. So I mean, that might be the problem, but I'm not having a big backup waiting on Moshkas to start leveling. So, all right. Congrats on middle clay raffle chain. I think that is right. Who got it? Emerson, wait till they all get to 14s and 15s. Yeah, I am a bit worried about that, but we'll find out. If I bought 10 to 15 Moshkas per day, I'd have to stop summoning. Yeah, who got it? Who got the raffles? I don't think I checked today. So what do we got here? Brian the Lion got the crystal. Warcraftion. Just have fun. And then Brian the Lion. Boy, holy shit. Someone made out pretty good. I want to win one of those, but I don't play enough. Yeah, my odds are pretty low. So that was you, Hope? All right. Congratulations. Oh, it's always good seeing Mythic Squad Void Hunt finalists up there. Hope, did you win 2 days in a row in the Mythic Squad itself? Oh, yeah, Dags, I did. So, all right. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Looks like we're going on an hour and 49 minutes. So, if not, I probably should wrap it up here soon. I got to start driving again at 2 in the morning, so probably should get a few Z's in. So, any other questions or anything else you want to talk about? We got bullish meter. We got all that done. Yeah, I don't think I had any more topics. So, if nothing else, I think we're going to cut it off here soon. I do appreciate you all watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. All that good stuff we're supposed to say. And I will see you guys next Sunday. I am going to try and start doing this every Sunday. I think it's a lot of fun talking with you guys, getting this meter out there. Just great conversation. Vote the recent Archer nerf. Yeah, we did get that. We did vote on the recent Archer. Well, we voted on the sheet altogether. So yeah, that was we ended up with what did we end up with on that one? So patch notes, community gave it a positive 3. They figured it was pretty good. Great. So all right, guys, I appreciate it, and I will see you guys all next week. Thanks for watching.